Good morning, one and all. This is Dr. Abhijit Singh Jadeja from Bhulabhai Patel College of Computer Studies BCA, a constituent college of Kadisaro Vishavidyalaya, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, India. Today we are going to discuss about pointers in C language. So let me begin. Before going to the concept, it is necessary that this topic is beneficiary for as following students: BE, BTech, Computer Engineering and Information Technology, MTech, Diploma Engineering for Computer Engineering and Information Technology, BSc Computer Science and Information Technology, Bachelor of Computer Application, MCA, Master of Computer Application, MSc IT, Integrated MCA, Postgraduate Diploma in Computer Application students. Prerequisites to understand these topics are arithmetic operators of C language, normal C language input-output functions like printf and scanf, then array in C language, user-defined function of C language. So let me begin. To understand the definition of pointer, you need to understand the concept of address. Here on your screen, it is display. This is a memory block. It is given, this memory block is 20 bytes and contents are as it is 00100011 to 00010001. So whenever we enter any value in a variable, it always store in a memory block, and this single memory block that store one digit, one character or one byte, this is called memory cell. This memory cell always have the address. As you can see over here, 1000, this is the address of first memory cell. 1001, this is the address of 1000 second memory cell. Same like that, the last memory cell address is 1019. So it is very important that each byte or each character or each number that you are saving within a temporary memory or primary memory, it always store in a memory cell. The collection of memory cell is known as memory block, and in this slide, in this figure, you can understand 20 byte memory block. We understand this memory block store the value, and this memory block has the address. So I think you people are understand the concept of memory address. So let me begin. Now we can define the pointer. A pointer is a special variable that store the address of another variable. As you can see that memory block, we understand previous slide that as it is. Suppose 00010010. If I want to access this value, I declare pointer p variable, and this pointer p variable store only the location of this value, not original value. I again repeat, if I want to declare a pointer variable, this pointer variable store the location of this particular memory block, and this memory block store this value and it will pass. So I think you people understand the definition of pointer by this. Now if we want to easily understand the pointer, we can compare this pointer value with a postman. As you can see on the graphics, whenever you write a letter to your friend, family member or any other teacher, college or anything, you mention first the address. Into the address, the most key element is pin code. According to the pin code, that postman classify all the letters, then after that is the landmark, and then after that particular place where the post is delivered. Same like here, a pointer is a special variable that can capable to storing some another address value, that I already explained that p value always mark the address of I. In below figure you can easily understand this pointer variable store 1002 means this address, and by this particular address this data will be accessed of I. So this postman will deliver the letter according to the pin code, landmark, then after your name and all that things. So we can easily say that one pointer works like a postman, where the specific letter delivered. To understand the pointer, let me understand a program as include stdio.h, as include conio.h. These are the header file or library file. Then after I take integer ch star p1 and x. Here the star p1 known as a pointer declaration that I mentioned in a comment, declaration of pointer variable. Then after, as we already discussed, that pointer stores the location or the address of another variable. So it is mentioned by this line, p1 equal to address of ch. Pointer variable store address of another variable. clr clear screen. Then after instruction is there, printf enter any number, scanf, that number will be scanned and input by ch. This ch value always store the value what we are entered by scanf, our input function. This is a for loop. In a multiplication table that we know, all multiplication table is start from 1, the limit is 10. For example, 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, same like the 8 10 ja 80. So this loop will be continue for 10 times. Printf \n %5d will space 5 space. Then after this x is used as a multiplication symbol, then %d equal to %d. So if we want to print 8 1 ja 8, we need 3 variables. Star p1 I am using, I am not using ch original. Please concentrate on my cursor that is moving in this video. I am not taking original input variable, but by this pointer that 8 value what we are enter into the ch, it will be coming over here. Then after this x will be coming from that 1 2 up to the 10. And then after this is very important for arithmetic operator. Star p1 is a pointer variable. This is used as a multiplication symbol, and x is used as a looping variable. So my friend, when we take 8 multiply 1, it will be 8 and it will print over here. So same like that, this loop will continue for 10 times and it will print my multiplication table. The same program we will see at the last of this video as a practical, it will prove, but I think this is a simple program of pointer that we print multiplication table using pointer, not original variable. Now we move to the next. This is a very important basic advantages, pros, cons, we can say that one. A multiple pointer can share a single value. Suppose integer I equal to 10, it is a simple variable that I stores 10. Then I declare two pointer variable in this particular slide, star p1 star q1. P store, p holds the address of I. So this 1000 location where my mouse is moving, it will store into the p, and when we access star p, it will access that 10. But in this statement, when my cursor is moving, please concentrate. Q equal to p means this another pointer variable is having the same replica, same duplicate process of p. So this q also store 1000 location, this p pointer also store 1000 location. So we can say that common value shared by multiple pointers. If we understand the somewhat bigger, that is another a key element, q equal to p, that we understand thus just previous slide, but it is not same like star q equal to star p. We cannot replicate whole pointer. So this is two things that we can easily understand. One I equal to 10, q star p and star q, these are two pointer variable. As we already understand, p holds the address of I, q equal to p, so indirectly this I address will reach to q, and in this figure you can understand p holds 1000 as well as q holds 1000, means multiple pointer variable store a common location and a common variable I. So now come to the right part of this slide, that I equal to 10, j equal to 20. I am taking two individual variable I 10, j 20, and the location we are supposed to take I location is 1000, j location is 2000. Star p1 star q1, these are the pointer variable and I am taking as an integer star p and integer star q. P holds address of I, q holds address of j, means multiple variables and multiple pointers individually access. This p holds 1000 and q holds 2000. So we can use multiple pointer for some critical programming also. Let me move ahead. Yes, this is somewhat very nice program for you because this program concept pointer of array. The concept of pointer of array, that definition is write a program to accept location from user and give value using pointer of array. As include stdio.h and conio.h. These are the variable. conio.h is the particular library file or header file that is in necessary part. Then after void main, here we declare array 5 and the 5 elements, 5 member variables elements are 4, 2, 8, 9, 1. Then after I declare pointer variable star p1 integer star p1 and b, p1 hold the array. Please understand the concept. When we declare an array does not require the location of that pointer. We just go to back and understand the concept. Back. In this program, you understand it is an individual variable ch. So I mention where my cursor is moving. P1 equal to address of ch, because ch is a normal variable, individual variable, so we need address operator. This, and when we use this array, look here, p1 equal to direct array variable arr. CLR SCR will clear your screen. Printf, enter the choice of location that you want to access. Scanf, address of b with %d, because b is having an integer value, so data type integer always perform %d. So this is the last line that is very important for all of us. Printf, location is %d and equal to the value is %u or d. We use unsigned integer because in this example there is no minus, no negative value. But if we take any negative value, for that we need %u. Due to that reason we are taking %u as an unsigned integer. The location whatever we are entered, that is b, and most important, into the bracket p1 my pointer plus b minus 1 and hold the bracket is having a star, that is pointer. Understand, suppose you enter into the location b is third, 1, 2, 3, first, second, 3, this 8 will come, but in the part of array declaration, all we learners know that one array always start with 0. So 0, 1, 2. Due to that reason, we are taking b minus 1. If you enter into the bf, this scanf, if you enter b as a 5, we know that one fifth element is 1. So 5 minus 1, it will be 4. How? 4 store at 0 location, 2 store at first location, 8 store in second location, 9 store in third location, and 1 store in fourth location. Due to that reason, when this pointer access the fourth position or third position of your array, it always require b minus 1 with the pointer variable. Same, this program we will check it out online execution, online compiler, so don't worry, we will come to that program. Finding minimum and maximum number from an array, sorting technique. There are so many sorting techniques, bubble sort, heap sorts, and there are so many another sorting technique that you learn. But here this particular program is without pointer. So it's a very simple to understand array. It's a dynamic array we declare. So 4 elements are there. Minimum and maximum numbers are there. Mean and max equal to a of 0 means this 23 will consider as the minimum, as a maximum. So at that same time, at my right side, minimum value is 23, maximum value is 23, because We did not. We mentioned min equal to max equal to 23. We are moving ahead. If we consider my first array element as a minimum, the loop will continue for 1, 2, 3. This start from this 45. Then after I will take 6 and 98. Gradually, this particular 45 will consider with comparing with this 23. If this value is less than that, my minimum will become that value. And if this value compare with maximum, suppose this value is greater than this 23, it will become my maximum value. Same thing, this three times loop will be continue, and I will find the smallest value, it means minimum, and the biggest value, it means maximum. Let me understand. When we use this first time, then we know that when 45 is not less than minimum. My cursor is moving, so this condition will not true. But when we put it down, if array I greater than max means this 45 greater than 23, you can look here that 45 is greater than 23. Yes, this condition will true, and this 45 will come to the maximum. So please observe, after this particular process, yes, my maximum value is become changed. During this comparison of 23 and 45, I get my maximum value, that is 45, and between this my minimum value is 23 as it is. We are moving ahead, my friends. The third process we are taking as a 6, and yes, a of I is 6, that 23, yes, condition will be true, and I will get the smallest value 1, 1. Please compare this 1, 1 number. 6 less than 23, this condition will true, and I change my minimum value, that was become 23, but now it will be 6. Look, from 23, 45 and 6, I get my maximum value, that is 45, and I get my maximum value, my minimum value, that is 6. So the last 98 we are taking. Again, this second number condition will be true, because array of I, the last element 98 will put over here, and I will already find that 45 is over here. So this condition 2, I compare with the arrow, please kindly concentrate. 2, 98 is greater than 45. Yes, this condition is true, and my maximum value become not 45 but 98. You can see that, yes, from this array element 23, 45, 6 and 98, I get the smallest value minimum 6 in minimum variable and maximum value 98 in my maximum variable. So it's a very simple sorting techniques where you can find the minimum value and maximum value. Let me move ahead and find out something nice. Yes, this is a program for using array pointer. Array of pointer using pass by array, pass by value, pass by reference. So this is a user defined function. Kindly concentrate. This minimum and maximum program was just before that we used without pointer. And friends, my cursor is moving on your screen. This is finding minimum and maximum value using pointer. So we first come to the integer main, as include stdio.h is a library file. Integer main, here a array is declared where there are so many array elements are there: 23, 4, 21, 98, 987, 45, 32, 10, 123 and so many elements. So this is a dynamic array. Integer mean and maximum, these are the two simple variables. Integer length, size of a, or we can take size of a of 0, so that particular how many elements are there. Here there are elements, how many array elements are there? Let me count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 length will be there. Kindly concentrate, this is a UDF, user defined function, mean and max. A, array pass, because whole array is passed by this, due to that reason passed by array. Length, length means 14, these are the 14 elements, so we are passing the value length from this user defined function. address of minimum and address of maximum. We are not taking original value but the location, address of minimum, address of maximum. When this value, fourth value are passing, and this all four are having a three parameters, three different flavors, passed by array represent as a, passed by value represent as len, passed by reference represent as address of minimum, address of maximum. Same void main, when we declare this a, transfer all array element to arr, new array. This length will transfer to integer length, same. This address of minimum holds pointer minimum, integer star min. So here pointer comes because we know that one, whenever we declare the pointer variables, star min is there, means it is a minimum pointer variable. Integer star max means maximum pointer variable. Same like above slide. In above slide we take minimum and maximum as a of 0. My first element will be minimum, my first element will be maximum. Same here. Star min, star max means pointer minimum and pointer maximum. Array of 0 means this 23 consider as my minimum and as my maximum. Integer I is there. This loop will be continue up to the length, means 14 times, because there are 14 elements are there. So 14 times this loop will compare, and as previous slide we understand out of 4 array element we find the minimum, we find the maximum means the smallest value, and the biggest value we find. Same here, array of I greater than star max means pointer max, array of I less than star min means pointer minimum, and by this particular sorting process we find the smallest value in star min and the biggest value in my star max. And finally, when user defined function return the minimum value in the array is %d and maximum value in particular array element is %d, mean and max. Here the smallest element that we know that one, that is 3, and the highest element that we know, that is 987. It will print return 0 because we are declaring integer main, so return 0. If we declare as a void main, we does not require return 0 but it will require get ch. So this program is the third program that we understand. To understand program executable things, I have already used online compiler. So this is onlinegdb.com where C compiler is using. Here you can take another language, like you can execute C, C++, Java, Python, C#, Visual Basic, R language, Perl, Ruby. So today we will learn C language, but this website is online compiler. If you do not have Turbo C at your home, you just go to the browser and open this website, online compiler with multiple language support, that is onlinegdb.com, and you will paste your code over here and this particular program will run. To save our time, I have already written this all 3 programs, so I will come to that particular part. And this was our first program. I'm making copy of it. You already know this program because in a slide we understand. I paste this program over here. This program is enter any number and print multiplication table. By this green button we can run this program with the compiler, online compiler. So I click on run. You can see that one, that debugging is there, and it asks me enter any number. I enter 8, and when I press enter, you can see that one multiplication table print by pointer. 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, 8 3 ja 24, same like 8 10 ja 80. So this program, what we understand in our slide, it is perfectly working. It's a simple program of pointer where by pointer variable we able to print multiplication table. Now we are coming to the second program, that is array of pointer. Same, to save our time, I make a copy because I have already that Word file. I remove it, I paste it. Here 5 elements are there. Enter the choice of location. We enter the choice of location into the B, and we understand merge up of pointer and the location, and location will be sure it will be B minus 1 because array always start with 0. So let me understand this program. Debugging. It is asking me the location. First I want to enter the third location I want to access. I enter 3, and when I press enter, location is 3 and value is 8. That you understand. First is 4, second is second, 8 is third. I want to run this program same again. I want to enter 4 now, and when I press enter, the location is 4 and the value is equal to 9 by this pointer, access by pointer, because we use star P1 not B. If we want to change over here, not unsigned but D, and we run this program, it will debug, and I want to enter 5th, and you know that when location is 5 and the value is 1 means it will access, but if you have minus value, negative value, you need it. That percentage U means unsigned integer. I'm reloading this particular compiler. The last program that is very important for all of us, we are coming to that mean and max. We understand that array of pointer, pass by array, pass by value, and pass by reference. I write already program this thing. I make copy and I paste this whole program because we already written integer main, and that you know that one 41987 minus 44, and this is the whole program that will find the minimum value and maximum value access by pointer, and min max is a user defined function that you know very well. And here array itself pass, normal variable pass, address of mean means by reference we are passing. So without wasting time, we are pressing run button. Yes, my dear friends, you can see that one, the smallest value minimum is minus 44 and the maximum is 987. From this array element, the smallest value minus 44 I get it, and the biggest value 987 using pointer. So we come back to our main part. Yes, this 3 program what we understand today, we practically demonstrate also. After completing this particular topic pointer, it is necessary, that is SLA, self-learning assignment or self-learning assessment. So learners, let me start and be ready to find some self-learning assessment, because this pointer concept is very, very important for your future study whenever you will understand data structure and some another concept of C, as well as for examination point of view. This pointer concept is very important for all the beneficiary student I mentioned: BCA, MCA, MSc IT, PGDCA, BSc, engineering, diploma. So what are the questions for self-learning assignments? These are: definition of pointer means define pointer. What are the pros and cons of pointer? We somewhat discuss, and somewhat you find it out from internet, help of internet. How can we declare pointer? That we already explained in the beginning of this video. Can we access multiple value from a single pointer? True or false? Give your answer. Write a program to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of 2 numbers using pointers. Write a program to display multiplication table of an input number using pointer. This program we explain in the same video. Even we practically demonstrate in this video. Write a program to swap 2 numbers using pointer. This program you learn with yourself, you build with yourself, practically checked and complete it, because this is SLA, self-learning assignment. Write a suitable program to perform array of pointer, that we already learn in this video. we enter the third location and we get the value of third from an array. This is a best example of array pointer. Write a suitable program to perform UDF and pointer, that last program that find the minimum value and maximum value from user defined function, and the user defined function name was min max. Here you can take your name, your institute name, and anyone, because this is user defined function. Write a suitable program to perform pass by value, pass by reference using pointer concept. This is the same program that we learned. So this are the self-learning assignment where you learn something with yourself, or so many things is already explained in this video. Thank you so much all the learners that being with me. If you have any doubts and queries, you can ask into the comment box of this video. But after watching this video, please like this video, comment this video, share this video to your friends with your Facebook account and with your social medias. Subscribe this channel, because it is very important to subscribe this channel. And yes, very important. Thank you very much to learn with me. Thank you very much to watch this video. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day to all.